I'm going to be starting a new series on this, so to any of you who are current on my channel, you might know that I have not made a video in quite a while. I made one not too long ago, actually, that was pretty much saying that I didn't make a whole lot. But we're going to be starting a series on this, but for my sake it's going to be live streams, just because it's a lot easier to do that because it automatically uploads afterwards, so it saves me a lot of hassle having to go through later, but that also means that the editing will be non-existent at all. Because I uninstalled my editing stuff, I'll reinstall it some other time, and for other games we'll do that, but for this game it's just more appropriate just because it's indefinite, so it'll go on for as long as you let it go on for, so, you know, for this game in particular it's going to be better to just live stream because I can go on and on forever. And for the people that don't like longer videos, I'm sorry, but that's just what I tend to do because that's the kind of games that I tend to play. This isn't a channel that tends to play Call of Duty or anything like that, so it's not like I can make 15-minute videos and all that stuff, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. If you guys enjoy this game, let me know. We're gonna be starting a new save, and I'll get to that, but first I gotta set up real quick. I gotta open up my own video so I can reply to my own comments here. Yeah, I can multitask here real quick. Oops, that's the wrong damn thing. Well, we're gonna have to leave the save I have now real quick again. Oh, as you can see, I got 59 guys right here. But no, we're quitting without saving. Hey, it says I'm live on my channel right now, starting a new game. Hey, we got one viewer. That's handy. That's nice. I gotta turn down my volume on my own thing so I don't hear it in the background. That's gonna be annoying. Alright, so welcome adventure. You know, I'm not gonna read this shit. You guys can read it. Pause it if you. Well, it's a live stream. You can't pause it, but I'll give you time a little bit to read that. If you don't know this game, just play it. You need to play this game if you haven't, because I mean, for one, it's old, and two, it's just a badass game. Honestly, like I never thought I'd be interested in this game. I just gave it a try. It's $30. Thought it was gonna be a waste of $30. I was bored and depressed during the summer. Got this game. Got me out of my rut. Got me through it. Hopefully you have got time to read this. I'm gonna continue. We're gonna be male, cause I associate myself with mammals. So, and these little archetypes right here will affect your base stats when you start. And the way I always try to do it is about 75% just focus on my character being a badass, and the rest of it focus on being a good leader and trying to, yeah, just being a leader and having good, like, healing stats and all that stuff. That comes into play later. So, like, Impoverished Noble, you can get how these things would affect your stats. You can see how these are archetypes. But I'm going to be a veteran warrior. That's what my dad was, I guess. And then as a child, these affect it too, and also what your starting equipment will be, but that's negligible, really. I always go for street urchin, but you know what? I'm going to change up this time, and we'll go a shop assistant. And we will say, as a young adult, we go with a game poacher. That's going to give us starting stats that favor an archer. So if we go for a troubadour, nah, let's go for a squire. And then see if we can get any comments on what we should be here, what our reason is for going. So if I get a comment here within the next minute, I'll decide. But if not, it's up to you guys. I'll just pick one. I tend to just go for personal revenge because I have no loved ones. I have no wanderlust or being forced out of my home. Oh, we got a comment here. What is this? Come on, go down. Live chat. Ah, the usual. Thank you, Alex Baker. We're gonna become an adventurer and ride to our destiny now. All right, so here we're at the tutorial. Name. I always go from something from Lord of the Rings. That's just how I am. We'll go with, I got it. Oh, shit. I can't have you guys be looking at my, keyboard typing there. we'll go no name there. I should have turned on my settings not to show the keyboard. Oh boy, the joys of search history. Well, push comes to shove, so let's make it something short. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, well, evidently I picked my name. I can't go back to it now. So, your strength affects the first, if I can go over to it here, it affects these 4, which it seems like, oh wow, only those 4 are affected by strength, but these are also your basically keys to being better at those things. So these 4 are almost your most dominant 4, as far as if you're just picking, like, you know, your specified things, I guess. So that's strength. Agility goes for weapon master, shield, athletics, riding, horse archery. I'm not sure if it's looting or not. I think this stuff is all intelligence based, and then I think only it might be prisoner management, persuasion, leadership, and trade. Wow, I have really high leadership for starting. That's pretty good. But we're gonna get 2 intelligence points, and then we're gonna get a strength and an agility, and that's gonna leave us with 7 points to play with on this right here, which we're gonna want to invest heavily in some iron flesh, some power strike, and we're gonna leave these 2 alone because I'm gonna go with crossbows because I find them easier to do and just generally more effective. There's not as much room for improvement on them, but and then weapon master because that's how fast you swing basically. Athletics, we're gonna add 2 into that, and then riding it is already at 2. That's good. Trainer, that comes into play more later. That's just more for your party and how good they do. Shit. Alright. Sorry, just had a little technical difficulty there. So we got 1 point left. We're gonna put that into pathfinding is tactics. That's probably a good one to put it in, especially to start with. So we have a bonus in pole arms. Now I like to focus on one-handed weapons and shields and crossbows. That's just how I play, and that's how we're gonna do it again this time because that's the only way I've ever learned how to play. Alright, so now we're done with our character and we're gonna move on. For a guy, let's play, oh boy, how about that face with, let's see if we can get him that one's befitting, and the hair, we'll get it something like mine if we can. There it is, not quite. Hair color, we'll have it gold. What? Are you telling me there's no gold? I swear you can make the hair blonde. Is it the skin I have? Doesn't allow it? Yeah, see, that guy has blonde hair. Alright, fine, we're going with that guy then, because he's got blonde hair. And we'll make him a young lad. And we're not going to screw around with all the other jazz that goes along with that, because I don't feel like spending forever doing that. And we're done. Alright, so this pretty much just decides which area of the map you're joining into. So the Sarranids, they're like Arabs. These all have real world equivalents, or multiple equivalents even. Jelkala, with the Rhodoks, they're like Mediterranean. This all takes place in like feudal Europe. Sargoth with the Kingdom of the Nords, if you played Skyrim, they're just Norse people. The Kyrgyz are like, well, I mean, it says Kyrgyz Khanates, which, if you know anything about Mongol history, that would be the name for a Mongol kingdom. So they're the Mongols pretty much. The Vagirs are kind of like, no, not kind of like it. They're exactly like the Eastern Europeans or Russians. And Swadia is kind of they're the most ambiguous because they kind of model your typical like knightly thing. So they're kind of like a mix, if you were to mix like feudal England and France. But I always go with the Nords, but where you pick to start has nothing to do with where you'll end up. So, I don't... Okay, here's the thing. They all have their focus trees, and that's why it matters here. So, Swadia, they focus on shot cavalry, and they have really, really good shot cavalry. Like, they're knights, they're like lancers and everything. You can't beat them, everything. Vaegirs, they're kinda, I don't really care for them that much. They're a really weak faction. The Khergites, they're weak against some. Like, if you have an all-infantry army, you're screwed. Like, doesn't matter how many you have, how elite they are. If you have an infantry army, you're screwed if you go against the Khergites. But if you have Swadian knights and everything, and you're going up against the Khergites, then you can win easily. It just depends on what kind of army build you have. They can either be the weakest or the strongest. I mean, all my playthroughs, they end up taking over until I get a substantial cavalry force that's able to run them down. The Nords don't have any cavalry at all, and their archers are complete crap, but their infantry is the best in the game, which is nice for sieges. The Rhodoks are like impossible to siege anything from because they have the best crossbows, and I mean that. Like, if you go up against, if you have an army of all Rhodok sharpshooters, they just count it as a loss because against the other people. I mean, it'd be a victory for you. I mean, because it's, I mean, you can take out a horse in like one shot. One of those guys can. The Sarranids, I have mixed feelings about them. They're kind of like, I don't know. They're like jack of all trades, master of none. So, from that little overview of these, that's very brief, pick one. The Alex Baker, if he's the one watching. So, my instinct tells me to go with the Nords, just because that's how I usually go. But that's easy because if you start there, then it's kind of like, you know, you don't have to go anywhere. But I think it'd be kind of interesting to start with like the Sarranids and move north to the Nords, because I always pick the Nords anyway. Swadia is kind of hard just because the type of bandits they have in the area, which is what you have to start off killing. They're all archers, which is annoying to start with because you don't have cavalry. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Sarranids, move my way north to the Nords, which could be interesting, if maybe a little difficult. Which, that's part of the challenge, so. Guess if we give ourselves a rough start, that's my own fault. Yep, and then we're going to start off here. I'm going to skip the first quest. It's kind of bland, and I don't really like it that much. Shot him in the winger. There's my leg. I'm so used to my like way over the top character from one of my old saves that this is like weird. Oh, look, it's Merchant of Charisse. Alright. Shit. Alright. Yeah, he talks to you for a minute. Your proportions. Alright. Yeah, there's some bandits up on the hill. I'm not interested. I have more important business to do. It's pretty much just a tutorial quest to do. It's, don't worry, you're not missing nothing. Alright, so, pretty much what you gotta do to start with is, be really careful, because you're, very weak at this point in the game. Like, you can't really fight. So, wow, that's a lot to get right away. Pretty much you just need to get some throwaway people on your side really quick. In case you haven't played this game, I'm just gonna walk you through this a little bit. You need some throwaway people just so you can defend yourself a little bit. By the way, I'll show you the map real quick. Yellow, that's the Sarranids. Purple, that's the Khergites. Green, this is the Rhodoks. Orange is Swadia. Blue is the Nords, and like grayish tan, I don't know what that is. That's the Russians, I guess. The Vaegirs is what they're called. Yeah, but as you here, I'm gonna zoom back. As you can see, this vaguely models Europe. Like, this kind of looks like Greece, and this kind of follows that little area. The terrain, once you battle on it a little bit, you'll figure it out. This mimics the plains and forests of Central Europe, and then this is the, you know, the cold and like coniferous forests of Northern Europe and everything. And over here is obviously cold. and over here is like steppes and all that stuff, and this is desert. So you know, you can see how it mimics. Excuse me. You can see how it mimics the terrains of those places. Also, the languages are fairly similar. So if you follow, yeah, this is like Germanic over here to a degree. Like oh, where's a good example of it? Like this is Vidar, which if you know German, E coming before I makes I, so Vidar. And then, you know, these kind of just model existing things. Anyway, enough about that. I like history a lot, so I'm probably going to mention it quite a bit. But what we pretty much need to do right now is get... Oh, I don't have enough. What we need to do now, get ourselves some monies. And wouldn't you know it, there's 12 guys right there. They're looters even, so they're really weak. Should be easy. Wow, it's raining in the desert. That's very strange. 8 against 12, but we're going to have everybody stand here. I have a horse to start with. That is a very good... And it seems like they're really far away. They're not that far away. But I have a horse, which you don't always start with. As you can see, that shot was amazing. Kind of just doing this to gauge their distance. That's actually pretty close. Alright. These guys will get experience just from being here. So... what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the enemy, break up their formation a little bit, and then, their formation in quotation marks, then I'm going to send my guys in to get them in the back, basically. So I'm going to wait till they're a little bit closer just so my guys don't have to run as far to charge into them. They're already fairly disrupted and disorganized, so I could probably... I want to wait a little bit, though. I want them to get a little bit closer first. And I can sweep by. The only thing is to start with, pretty much your only means of making money is by looting these guys. So, but you will find that if you can get past the graphics of this game, the combat and the physics of the combat especially are very, very realistic, at least for a game. And as old as it is, you gotta respect it a little bit. So, let's have our men charge in here. I mean, obviously, I'm not the only... Hey! Get back. Wow, that was lucky. I honestly just expected that to fly past. Alright, so for now, you want these guys to get hits, but you don't want them to get hit themselves, basically, because they're delicate little flowers. Like this guy. Yeah. That guy, see, if you just let them get their experience, that's what I was trying to do, is just disrupt them a little bit so they couldn't fight my guys as much. Seems like I did my job alright. Ah! Almost got lucky. Let's see if we can get this guy first, because if they get off the map... Yeah. Man, my guy starts off with pretty good stats here. Yeah. So, we didn't lose anybody. That's pretty nice. Alright, and then we got 2 that we can upgrade to Feetmen, and I don't have enough money. See, this is the starting predicament that you find yourself in. So that has 25, this has 24 swing, but what's the reach? 60, and that is 95, so we're keeping that. But this is all we have for now, so we're gonna sell this stuff. And I need a hat. So there. Now I really look like a bum. This is all we have to sell, and even though I'm gonna sell that for literally like probably $0, that's as good as it's gonna get. So we got $85 from that. That'll be enough probably to pay for the upgrading of the 2 troops that are there. Yeah, and we got even more experience than that. So 3. Oh wow, wouldn't you know it? See, so now we got Saren Footmen. They're not really great, but they'll suffice. I'll be right back. The furnace opens up my door. So, as you can see, the party skills on the side there. Engineering, I didn't know I even had that trade. Pathfinding and tactics. So, that's nice. What we're going to want to do is we're going to go back over to Charisse. Because, you know, I met a girl named Charisse once and she wasn't too bad. And we're going to sell all this. That was a terrible joke, by the way. I'm going to sell all this. I shouldn't have sold that smoked fish. I'll get that back. Fish. We're gonna sell all the rest of this stuff here, and we're gonna receive $47 for all that. Isn't that a great deal? And I have $102 to my name. So since we are a one-handed guy, you'd be tempted to get that, but I'm not paying $1,300 for that because you can get those really easy. So I'm just gonna save what I have for now and my money. I almost have too many guys for my liking. I'd like to really just get my guy sorted out here. I don't know if I leveled up or not in that. Did I? No, I did not. See, my name is still enter name here because of that. I'll have to do that off camera because I don't feel like letting you guys see all that jazz. So we got to go north up to Nordland, where all of my ancestors are. Which, if you didn't know, I'm half Viking. Kidding. No, but I do have a little bit of Swede in me. I say a little bit. It's like half. Like half Swedish and then like a quarter Indian and a quarter Irish. So, which is nice. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, $16 wages. That's outrageous. Get back here. No! Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Get back here, little bastard. Ah, here we go. Let's get these motherfuckers. Alright, now. This is where things get tricky. Because we're going up against archers. Oh, wow, I'm getting 2 renown for this battle. You see the battle advantage there? Earlier I went to tactics, and what that was is that changed up, like, the higher your tactic skill is, the more, it increases your battle advantage by 1. I'm explaining this terribly. So, for this battle, like, if we had more people, if this was, like, bigger and all that, where is everybody? Head toward them. Oh, they're just dark. Couldn't see them. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the fire for my guys here. Because, there's the level up I needed. Ah, man. I didn't want to get this beat up though. Oh, it did 14 damage. How pleasant. Come on, you guys can get down here anytime now. See the advantages of having a horse. If I didn't have a horse, that would have been a lot harder. Well, thanks. You guys killed 1. I killed 5. Good job, guys. Victory. Alright, we're gonna make 1 more. Ah, see, now we're in the majority with having feetmen instead of Saranid recruits. But on the other hand, I did get this. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that because it's just a rusty sword and it sucks. But it's got 95 reach. This has 108, so it has even more reach. So I can sell that for a eensy bitsy little bit of cash. And which is better, my tattered leather boots? Yeah. Oh, I got $96. See, we're making chump change right now. Later on in the game, you'll make like making buku bucks. But for now, we're just we're a bunch of nobodies. But what I won't do is we want to pick on all the little bandit groups right now. Oh yeah, leveled up, so I can do this. God, that bothers me that I have no name. We're gonna go with strength for now, even though it's gonna be a couple levels before we can increase our power strike. Or hey, we got 3 people watching now before we can increase our iron flesh or power strike. So it's gonna be a minute. So I might save these points, but also wouldn't be a bad idea to put them into athletics. So could shoot, yeah, and then I'll put it into one-handed because that's what we'd be doing. Alright, I have no money, pretty much no money. Yeah, we can get them fellas though, and these guys is where it's at. So if we can get a few of these guys up to like trained footmen, then we should be good, at least for taking on little tiny bandit groups that don't mean anything, which, you know, is my end goal in life, pretty much, to just be able to pick on people that are weaker than me. But I don't foresee them being around this area because, you know, this is where the capitals are and people like to pick on the bandits. Don't see why. They mind their own business. They just raid a caravan or 2 every now and then. It's funny when you're looking for a fight like this. Oh man, did I just miss one? Oh yeah, It's kind of funny. You'll figure out that there's little politics between all the kingdoms here, so these two will always be at war, and it's pretty much the same for these two here. The Nords are always at war with people. The Khergites are always at war with the Sarranids. The Rhodoks always seem to mind their own business a little bit, but they sometimes go to war with Swadia. So it goes. So the game goes. Alright, so we're looking for... See, up here it gets scary, though, because these guys are Sea Raiders. Ah!
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Now, this might actually be a little bit of a challenging fight. My name is enter name here. Alrighty. So we have to... Oh, it's against their 10. Alright. So, same strat as before. Have everybody stand here. And then disrupt their formation, charge in afterwards. Man, we are looking very ragtag right now. But we need to wait for them to crest that hill over yonder that I just hit. The good thing is about these guys is the only thing that they do is throw axes at you. So I mean if that's all I had to worry about. I forgot that they did have archers. Oh wait a minute. Oh, it's a two-handed axe. That's why it has more range. Alright, well we'll have to do. We'll have to do. Good thing is, from these guys, is you can sometimes, on rare occasion, get their equipment. Man, my horse is taking a beat. It's funny, you'd think that if you, like, went and fought these guys, you would pretty much just get all the stuff that they had, but no, that's not how it works. Man, you'd think getting hit with an axe, no matter who you are, just... Somebody name my horse for me, I don't know what to name it. Get my guys in there, in the fray. You don't want to get stopped like this. It is not good. And I'm gonna lose some guys in there. Including maybe myself. Man, I am not used to having such a weak character. Alright. This is gonna come down to me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, how many did we lose? Ah, we only lost 3. Alright. What's the name? Ha! Ah, Shadow Man. Alright. So, the thing is, we did lose some people there, but that does also mean that my guys got a lot of action, which means that's good. That's a good thing. Right now, we don't need to worry about having a diverse force, pretty much. I mean, that's up for debate, but my advice is for the Nords, always turn them into Feetmen. If that bothers you that I say that, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were born that way. For the Sarranids, you can go either way with them, but just don't turn them into infantry, because their infantry is not that good. If you turn them into horsemen, you can turn them into, wow, I have negative money right now. If you turn them into, Mamluks, they're really good, so. But, as you can see, these guys have better equipment. So, I get a nice, shiny metal hat now. And maybe some better clothes. So I got ragged leather jerkin, and it's better than their stuff. So, you can sell all this, though. Actually, though, see, that's two-handed. I didn't see that. We're going one-handed here. Of course, which is better, rusty sword or rustic Nordic sword? We're doing this. I said rustic. That's not what I meant to say. Going with the Nordic shield here. And we can sell all this for a little bit of dough. It's gonna be, oh, I got $300 out of that. Tasty sum of cash there. But we did lose a guy permanently, which is less than favorable. But it was worth the price because, wow, man, are these guys already at war? Are the Nords already at war? Wow, you guys don't waste any time. Tundra Bandits, I kind of like fighting them because they're weak and insignificant. You can see how they resemble feudal. Yes, they weren't feudal at the time. But you can also see how they model the Mongols. For these these guys, we're just gonna have everybody charge because we should be able to beat them. See, my health is less than satisfactory right now, though. How long are we going for? I haven't had a timer. I guess I'll just go till I get sick of this. I guess it's probably a half hour in here. I don't like being in first person, by the way, or zoomed in. As you can see, this is why I wanted to disrupt their formation, because if my guys can get in there while they're distracted and still have their bows out, then that means that they won't be wasting their energy on my guys. They'll be doing it on me, which sounds very selfless and noble, but it's really just for my future game, because I guarantee everybody who is currently with me now will die in the near future. Yay! Yeah, they don't have much, though. I guess that's probably better, isn't it? No? Same, but they do look better. By the way, this saddle horse here, swayback saddle horse, how pleasant. Oh wow, that's way better. The Nords have the best armor, too, in my opinion. At least to start with. If you want to go get good armor to start with in the game, pretty much go to the Nords. And we're going to go over to the character, old no name, and we're going to increase his strength. Alright, and then we'll do agility because we want to get weapon master. And then we're going to go power strike and iron flesh. And then we're going to go all one-handed, and I guess two-handed there with that last point that I didn't pay attention to. We got 11 guys here, and what are we at here? We can get these guys in a Nord trained footman. That guy's still injured. Might want to get rid of him, but he's only costing us two bucks a day, I think. So I'm gonna eventually get all these little serenades to die off, because I prefer to start the game with an all Nord infantry force, but you know, that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. Let's go back up and pick another fight. Ooh, who dis? Sea Raiders.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
I'm glad you think so. I'm gonna have everybody charge just because I'm gonna get there first anyway. Ooh, that was almost close. That rock is gonna catch two people, and I'm gonna forget about him by the end of the fight. Ah, almost hit him. Alrighty. Y'all nice and distracted. Ooh, 23 damage. That's not bad. Ah! This music is very zen for what this game actually is. Back off with that, buddy. I hit you in the head, boy. Oh yeah, killed by enter name here. I didn't get the first kill. I feel kind of sad about that. If I can kill one more, I'll be happy before my guys get to him. This is pretty much how the base of this game starts off. Trust me, it gets better from here. It never gets worse. All right, I'll let my guys finish. They need the experience. Oh wow, and the recruits got them. That's kind of surprising. Usually the trained footmen will get to where they throw axes and just start knocking them down. Wait a minute, was that better? Chipped Nordic sword, yeah, that was better. I think I still... Alright, we need to go sell some stuff though, because we'll make a little tiny bit of money. I guess we'll keep going north though, because we got more room to hold stuff. Ooh. Now you get back, you little bastard. There's 6 of them, so they're gonna be kind of quick. He didn't look like he was dressed for the winter. I said he was a taiga bandit. I don't necessarily believe that. And I'm sorry that there's just gonna be little battles like this guy. That's how it goes. These little boring ones in the beginning. Trust me, later on when you can get, 50 against 50, and you got your horses charging around, and you're not like a piece of wet paper towel fluttering through the breeze, that kind of weak, then it gets pretty cool later on. But just gotta be patient. Gotta give time. That's why I want to do this as a live stream, because if I was doing these, I thought I was set up for a slash there. If I was doing these as recordings, this series would be 500 long. There's no way you can fit everything you need to fit into that short of time. Because this game, well, like I said, it will go on indefinitely. It goes on as long as you let it. So. Is it really? There we go. I was about to say, is it really that hard for you guys? Alright. Wow. You guys have nothing. Hey, we got 2 renown for that, though. That's something. Alright, let's go up to Rivacheg. You gotta be careful right now because we're weak. Hey. Yeah. That's worth fighting.
Your money or your life.
Biggest battle yet, boys and girls, maybe. I don't know. The little, like, renown value for this battle, it just strictly goes off of numbers. It doesn't go off of, like, quality or anything like that, so not necessarily the best judge of the outcome. Ooh, I thought they had a horseman over there. Yeah, level 5. Oh. Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna need to take a break here in a minute. Not real life, but this guy, he's gonna need a little respite after this battle, I'm thinking. Shit. Got unhorsed. Who'd they kill? Oh wow, they killed a veteran horseman. That's one thing that annoys me about this. Alright, I hate this. The auto-resolve, you'll watch this. I'll lose like 5 of my guys in this, so I'm just gonna leave. It's not worth it. Never auto-resolve in this game. I've always hated it. It's so BS. It's dumb. Dumbest thing. But we can do this now. And then we can get some of these as warriors. And even though I am useless right now, see, you want to get some horsemen? Already better off. Let's get to Rivacheg. Get to the marketplace. No. Sell all this crap that's just awful. Oh wow, he only has 200 bucks. What's mine? 27. Why would I pay $5,000 for that? Look at it. It's nothing. That could be worth buying, I guess. I suppose it could. Not really. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna take some of my stuff back. Just because I need to save the money, I can just sell it to other. Yeah. Take that back, and then yeah, he can just keep the extra $4. I'll let them come out ahead on this because I'm a generous guy. I'm a giver. Yeah, we need to get some more fish. We are running low. Oh, one thing that I really liked about this game was how you can, if you're smart, you can get like, if you got some iron from the Nords and then went down to the Sarranids and sold it, you can make a profit like that. It just, the resources have like scarcity and their values fluctuate depending on where you are, and I think that's interesting. So there's some sea bandits. That's the name of my horse. Well, was.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
They ambushed. Alright, we're gonna want to be careful here, but no. Cavalry, follow me. Oh man, I forgot I have like no health left. Alright. I'm gonna trust you guys not to die. I'm gonna trust my horseymen to be good at doing their horsey man business. Because I can't really do a whole lot. That's me right there. Turn around, run the other direction. I think about the best I can do here is shoot up here. I have a feeling we're gonna lose this guy. What am I doing? If we can get most of them engaged into a fight and then hit them from behind, that's the best. Yeah, but if we can get our horsemen in there, they can do a little bit of a number on them. There. And they should be able to finish the rest of it off. Alright, and we can just release the horsemen. Oh, never mind. No need to. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I know for some people this might be a little bit on the long side, but hey, look at this. Male shirt. As opposed to a female shirt. Wait, which is better? 30, yeah, it's better. You can make a little bit of money off of all this stuff, though. More than you'd think. Alright. We're gonna name that, well, you can't name your horse, but, we're gonna just say that his name is Shadowmare. Alright. Character. We'll put that into... And then we're going to put that on Weapon Master, so I swing a little bit faster. Master faster. Alright. Pretty much now. I just need a little while of not fight. Well, I can fight Thunder Bandits probably.
We can do this the easy way.
I need a little bit of time not to fight. So, let's go fight. Everybody charge. My horsemen should, honestly, they can probably take them all on by themselves. I'm keeping my force small right now, even though I could have more. Like, you probably have seen that, like, my capacity is higher than what it is right now. But, I'm just keeping them low right now because it's cheaper, and I want to get a little bit of money first. Horseman, what are you doing? Ooh, you get hit by me. Did I do damage though? You can also get prisoners, like farmers and stuff, but they're not that great. Archers are honestly, they're the bane of your army. That's not a bad horse there. That courser. I'm not sure that I have the riding skill to do that though. Alright. Is that flanged mace? Is that better than what I have? Not at all. Wow. Alright, let's go sell this stuff, and then I think I'm going to call it for this video, guys. Oh, it's under siege. Well, I better hurry up and sell my stuff before it's besieged. Oh yeah, they have no money. And neither do they. They don't have a lot either. Alright, what can we sell? Well, evidently that's all. Wow, man, this town is really poor. I'm just paying attention to how much. Yeah, I should be able to sell the rest of this to them. Maybe. Yeah, I'll let them keep that. $10 there. And they don't have any money either. That's just great. Well, I guess I'll, man, my voice is going out. What do we got here? Could probably go against them real quick.
I will drink from your skull.
Nah, we'll leave. I'm not sure I can take them on. especially with my health in the way it is right now. But soon we will have our revenge. For now, though, I'm gonna leave you guys with this, and I will come back to this save very soon. Don't worry, I'm on break right now, so I got time to do this. But for now, I'm gonna leave you with No Name here and his trusty horse that will never be formally named and will probably be sold soon as a workhorse. He already has a lame back, so you know he's obviously not worth too much. Maybe they'll make him into dog food. But for now, this is gonna have to be it, guys. I'll see you later. If you're new to this channel and you liked what you've seen here, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and share my name with those that you love. See you guys next time.